What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy J Dub, the number one comment on YouTube, and I'm back with another reaction video. I'm doing Married at First Sight. This is season 15, episode 10. And before I get started, for those who are new to my channel, with Married at First Sight, I do couple by couple, just to give a breakdown, go in a little more detail about each couple and how they doing. And the videos are shorter. I like it. The Dub fam likes it, and that's how we're gonna keep it. And for those who are new to my channel, with this channel, our channel, it's all about the comments. We want to create a space where you're comfortable saying what you say, which is this channel's motto. Anything you feel like it. You want to talk about why Justin is always pouting, or Alexis being passive aggressive, whatever you want to talk about. Say it put it on that in the comment section so we can get to it, get going, because that's how we do. Once you put that comment, it's just like a snowball effect. We just go back and forth, have fun, say what we think, and it's just a good time. So as I just mentioned, we're gonna be talking about Alexis and Justin, and my reaction to this is more so, bottom line, Justin, he's missing like two of the most important components that you need to have a healthy relationship, especially a marriage going on. And the first one is the ability to effectively communicate. He has that. He's missing that. That's not there. He gets tongue tied. He gets nervous. He starts rambling, and he'll shut down. It's like, well, I understand it, so you should understand it. Or if you don't, too bad, because I broke it down to you like a third grader, and it makes sense to me because I'm in the third grade. But the second one is how Alexis perfectly put it. He's not able to regulate his emotions, and she has to do that for the both of them. Now, I would say being in a marriage with a stranger for 30 days, I can only imagine that would be quite exhausting. Like, really exhausting. Like, you haven't, truly fell in love with the person, got to know the person, all of that, but now you got to regulate their emotions because they having meltdowns. And I would go on a saying, like the great Dr. Nicole would say. She would say that a man controls the temperature in the room. And, in my auntie's advice voice, in my opinion, she is 100% right. Now, again, if you're dealing with maybe like a Lindy who goes off or whatever, but the fact of the matter is, when the guy kind of is even tempered, or he's flexible, or has some compromise in him, the situation can go really easy. Like, Justin don't have none of that, and yeah, I know why they paired them together. Again, my theory, the perfect storm theory, and this is working perfectly for ratings because they definitely got some drama and some issues going on. And guess what? Of course, Alexis is not perfect by any means, but I really feel like she's the more mature one, the more level-headed one. She's sensible. I think if they gave her a better husband, she would do much better in this marriage. But like I said, that's a lot to ask for anybody. Anybody would be frustrated. Anybody would be exhausted. Like, you throw me with this stranger, and he bite my dog. His dog bite my dog's out. He can't self-regulate. You got to bring him down. You got to tell him when he need a break. He's rambling. He's talking. You don't know what he want to say. That's a grown man. So, I that's a lot. That's a lot. And then put on top of the fact that she's really not attracted to him because, of course, previously she saw him on a dating app and she thought he was too skinny and he looked like a cartoon character. So he wasn't for her. But, like, guess what? Look who's your new husband. So, Married at First Sight got a way of doing things, and it worked out perfectly. And it's just like really a thing when I see them sit down there talking, and to hear Justin pretty much say, like, he doesn't feel like he has enough time to correct all his mistakes, and Alexis has to coach him in saying, like, well, or convince him that, like, hey, it is enough time. Don't focus on the mistakes. Just try to do your best. But really, it's like Justin is already looking for a way out and to find a way not to improve or work on the things he needs to work on. And I get that. It's like with him, it always seems like he's playing the victim, or he'll spin it around you, or he'll get the crown, or get the wet eyes, or the shaky voice. So maybe he can kind of pull you in, so you don't so much focus on the problem or the issue. Like I didn't mean to not feed Mr. Newton for 2 days, and I just cleaned up his blood he was coughing up. I was going to wait to tell you, things like that, which is absolutely ridiculous. And has anybody noticed that like Justin is like, I think he's love bombing Mr. Newton now. Every time you see him, Justin's in the bed with Mr. Newton and he's rubbing on him. If he's on the couch, Mr. Newton's with him. If he's in a chair, Mr. Newton's with him. It's like he's trying to do what he attempted to do with Alexis and it's worn off because there's not much substance to him. He'll make you all the promises in the world. He'll tell you he'll be the best communicator, the best husband. He'll protect you. He'll provide for you, but he'll be staying home as a house husband and not telling you that your dog is sick. Stuff like that. So, yeah, it's just like more so a victim thing, and it's a manipulation thing, and it's just not a good fit. And they have the group dinner with everybody, and I have to say, I thought everyone was dressed very nicely, with the exception of Alexis. I don't know, it looked like she was going to a bachelorette party or club in a pink cat suit with the full gloves on or whatever. I mean, I thought it looked quite out of place and quite ridiculous. Like no. Everybody was right. Everybody was on point. They look good. Alexis did not. I was really shocked that she chose that. I don't know what was going on in her head. And really, that's where at the dinner with the whole group, where we got to see like the true drama about them and what's going on in their marriage. Because I would say it kind of kicked off when Justin was really giving Mitch his props and saying like, you work so hard, you change, bro. You really doing your thing and all that. And like Alexis looking at him like you bigging him up and congratulating him on how well he's doing. Like, what about your progress? What are you doing in your marriage? Because that's the thing. Justin likes to deflect by, I guess, talking and gossiping about other people's marriage instead of focusing on his own, because there's a lot of work to do to get it right. And Alexis couldn't hold it. But, I mean, at the same time, that wasn't very mature of her. She making noise and making funny faces. And Justin wanted to know, like, what's going on? Like, is there something going on with you? And that's where it all just really kicked off. She's like, no. No, it's nothing. I'd rather not talk in this moment. And I'm thinking, I'm with Justin at this point. Like, you hemming and hawing and you growling like Luna or whatever, but now you don't want to say nothing. And then, like, she felt like forced to say something like, well, he keep pressing me, I'm going to tell it. The boy don't self-regulate. He ain't got no substance about him. He just can't even communicate properly and all that. And, Justin got what he wanted. And Alexis didn't really want to embarrass him, but she started with all that, I guess all that and all that. She should just let him say his little speech and then talk to him later at home or whatever. But I would just say be careful what you ask for, Justin, because she tried to save you from that and you just insisted that she went on it. And it just really exposed that it almost sounds like Justin is being verbally abusive, like he's using harsh words with Alexis when he goes off, but then he'll come back, hey, baby, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Because a lot of people believe that just sorry by itself covers and clears everything up. They can act as they want to. And that's a whole lot of people on this show and in the world. And without having corrective action. So, yeah, it's something going on with them, like, much deeper. And they have no chance. Their attraction's not there. They don't have the substance in a relationship. I knew they were not in love, either Justin or Alexis, because that's the furthest thing from her mind. She don't want to talk about love or none of that kind of stuff because it ain't really there. And it's too early. What is 30 days? They was talking about it in 3, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, that's it for them. Drop down in the comments. Tell me what you thought. Something I missed, something you want to add. And get ready for Video number 4. And as I tell y'all could be anywhere in this YouTube world, but you're here with me. I really appreciate it, and I really mean it.